Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about hair dye and the harmful chemicals found in chemical hair dye and an excellent alternative to chemical hair dye that will not only restore brittle, damaged hair, but is 100% natural and safe to use for the entire family, including pregnant women, pets, children, cancer patients, etc. So if you're interested in watching, just stay right there. So I have been dyeing my hair with henna for the past 5 years, and I originally switched to henna hair dye because my hair was so damaged and so brittle. I have fine hair and I have to be very careful what I do to my hair. I don't like to put too much heat, and I noticed that when I was using chemical hair dye, my hair was very, very dry. There was not a lot of shine, and that's because it was chemically changing my actual hair. So I ended up doing a lot of research, and I ended up finding an amazing company that carries all natural hair dye. It only contains 5 ingredients. There's no metallic salts or any heavy metals that can damage my actual hair or my scalp or cause any sort of damage to my health. I learned a lot about the subject through my research, and henna is an amazing product if you purchase the right henna, because there's a lot of henna on the market that actually contains heavy metals and can be very damaging, not only for your scalp, but if you dye your hair with chemical hair dye and you happen to use a henna that contains metallic salts and has heavy metals in it, your hair can actually break off and fall off. So that's super, super scary. I guess the metals react with the actual chemicals in the hair dye because it stays in your hair. So I was like very, very scared and very particular about the actual product that I was going to use on my hair to make that switch. So the company I ended up going with is Harvest Moon. It's from hennahut.com, and I've been using it for a really long time. Like I said, I know that this product is good. I think with shipping it's under $15, and this packet has multiple uses for me at least. This would last maybe about 2, maybe 3 times. More like 2. I use about half a packet each time. And it's great because it has no PPD, no metallic salts, made with all natural plants. There's literally 5 ingredients in here. So what I like to do is I wash my hair before, and I wash it with a clarifying shampoo. One that I really like and I've been using for a while now is this one by Acure. It's the clarifying shampoo, and I don't put any conditioner on my hair. You want your hair to be very, like, I guess, dry. You don't want any oils on it. I let my hair air dry naturally, and then I apply the product. And all I have to do is mix it with water. It's very easy. It just takes a while and patience to actually mix the product. And I'll insert a clip in this video of how the process looks when I'm mixing it. So I get it really smooth, like to a yogurt consistency, and I apply it with a brush just like I would with normal hair dye. And I think the process is very easy. It's well worth it. You know, there's so many benefits to using henna, like natural henna on your hair and scalp. It has antimicrobial properties, so it helps kill any bacteria on your scalp. It helps treat dandruff. Dandruff, as you may know, is a fungus, and it helps treat that. And it works almost like a hair mask on your scalp. It's very healthy, and it dyes your hair naturally. It does not chemically change your hair. It actually applies the color over your hair shaft, so your hair looks fuller, and it's just so shiny, and I absolutely love the product. It's really helped the actual condition of my hair, and I feel like, you know, great knowing that I'm not putting any chemicals or harmful things on my hair. There's no like strong scent to it. It smells like plants. It really smells like grass. So it's perfectly fine. You know, there's not like heavy fumes or anything like that. So I'm very happy with the product. And, you know, I wanted to create this video to kind of shed some light on the topic of, you know, chemical hair dyes and just provide a little bit of insight. I really love doing research on topics like this and understanding the risks involved in some of the products that are on the market. You know, I think an educated consumer is the best consumer. So, and that is something I really stand by. I feel like here in the United States, you have to be very careful with the products you use, because a lot of us think that just because it's on the market, it's in the drugstore, it's easily accessible, you can grab it, you can buy it, it's safe for use. And that is not true, unfortunately. The FDA does not regulate each ingredient that goes into chemical hair dyes before it reaches the market. The stress really is put on the manufacturer to make sure that the ingredients are safe for use, when in reality, a lot of the chemicals that are used are not safe. In Europe, the European Union has some of the strictest standards, and there are 22 chemicals that are banned from use in chemical hair dyes. In the United States, as some of you may know, I have mentioned this in one of my other videos when I talked about harmful chemicals that are found in household cleaning products. I'll link that video below. There are only 11 chemicals that are banned from use in personal care and cosmetics here in the United States. In Europe, there are over 1,300 chemicals banned, and in Canada, there are over 1,000 chemicals banned from personal care items and cosmetics. So the stress really falls on the consumer to do, your research and understand that some of these things are not safe. I'm gonna create more videos on this topic to kind of shed light, on some of these things, because I think it's very important that we as consumers be educated on what's available on the market and what we're using, and that these things aren't affecting our health in a negative way. So chemical hair dyes, and when I'm referring to chemical hair dyes, I'm referring to semi-permanent and permanent hair dyes. They're often referred to as coal tar hair dyes because of some of the ingredients that are found in them. There's been a lot of research that has linked some of the chemicals in chemical hair dyes to certain cancers, such as leukemia, lymphoma, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, and bladder cancer. It's like really, really scary. And darker hair dye contains more PPD, which makes it more harmful than a lighter hair dye. So obviously these cancers and these risks are higher in individuals that are exposed to them more often, such as hairdressers and people that dye their hair more frequently. It's easy to think that the process of dyeing your hair is like all just roses and just easy, and there's nothing wrong with it. But in reality, your epidermis is the largest organ in your body. Not only are you exposing yourself to these chemicals on your scalp, and they're being absorbed by your bloodstream, but you're also exposing yourself to aromatic amines called toluidine. So I love that there's an alternative, to chemical hair dye, and that's henna. I do want to mention that when you dye your hair with henna, you cannot go lighter, you can only go darker. So, that's the only negative thing about henna, but my safety and my health is always more important than the latest style, trends. So if I have to potentially put my health on the line to dye my hair a different color, I'm not willing to do that. So I really have enjoyed the benefits of henna. My scalp is very healthy. I've had a lot of new hair growth. My hair is very shiny. It's very full. It's very resilient. And the benefits have definitely outweighed any cons of not being able to dye my hair a lighter color. I hope I've been able to shed some light to this topic. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.